What activities do you hope you're going to get to enjoy in the last 10 years of your life? Well, if struggling to get out of a chair isn't on the list, then watch this video, because we're going to talk about how you can prepare yourself for that marathon that we're all going to run called the last 10 years of your life. You know, I doubt if any of us really imagine ourselves having a tough time just getting up out of a chair for those last 10 years. But on the same point, none of us really imagine ourselves becoming elite athletes. So how do we avoid that first problem, even though we aren't capable of becoming elite athletes? Well, let's break it down. But as I'm breaking it down, I want you to think about making a list of the 10 activities that you'd really like to still be able to do in the last 10 years of your life. And in a little bit, you're going to understand why. So the main reason we would ever end up struggling to get in and out of a chair is because as we age, we lose muscle mass. Everybody does. It's called sarcopenia. And there's really just two things we can do to offset the effects of sarcopenia. And those are resistance exercise, and those are working your muscles against resistance to make them stronger, and then making sure that you take in enough protein. So now with that out of the way, let's talk about becoming an elite athlete. So first of all, it's not in the cards for most of us. But if you think about how elite athletes train, they train for their specific sport. And a runner's going to train by running, but he's probably not going to be a good basketball player. The swimmer is going to train by swimming. He's probably not going to be a good power lifter. Power lifter trains by lifting heavy stuff. He's probably not going to be a good tennis player. But who are the most versatile elite athletes? I like to think maybe it's the decathlon guys, because they got to get good at 10 different things. So now you know why I said make a list of 10 things. According to Dr. Peter Attia, who is one of today's foremost experts on longevity, there's only about 27 movements that we do as humans to actually accomplish everything that we try to accomplish physically. And since training really makes you better at the activity that you're training for, the more specific you are with those 10 activities you want to be able to do, the more you can target your training towards making you better at those activities. There's plenty of videos out there showing you how to do a proper squat, a proper bench press, and lots of other different exercises. And if you're getting older, there's plenty of videos out there with some crazy exercises that you absolutely shouldn't do. Really, the point of this video is that if you know where you're going, you're a lot more likely to get there than if you don't. So if you'll make that list of 10 activities that you really want to do when you're in that last decade of life, you can start training today to be better at all of those activities. And if you'll devote just 3 or 4 days a week towards training for those activities, you're going to be miles ahead of about 90% of people in that last decade of life. Look, none of us really knows when that last 10 years is upon us. All we really have is today, is right now. So if you'll start training today, right now, when you do enter the starting gates of that last 10-year marathon that we're all going to run, you're going to have a lot better race. Get yourself in shape.